November 1872. The Atlantic Ocean is hauntingly calm, a vast expanse of gray water stretching toward the horizon. But what the crew of the British brigantine Dei Gratia spots in the distance is anything but peaceful. A ship drifting aimlessly through the waves, moving with a strange, unnatural rhythm. As they draw closer, they recognize the vessel. It is the Mary Celeste. She looks perfectly normal from a distance, yet there is a profound, sickening stillness radiating from her decks. This is the moment the legend began. When the boarding party finally stepped onto the deck, they steeled themselves for a scene of horror, perhaps a shipwreck, a pirate attack, or the aftermath of a brutal mutiny. They expected to find men fighting for their lives, or perhaps corpses scattered across the wood. Instead, they found total, unnerving order. The cargo, a massive shipment of industrial alcohol, was almost entirely intact. The ship's supplies, food, water, and fuel, were sufficient to last the crew for 6 full months. Personal belongings, from wedding rings to sewing kits, were exactly where the owners had left them, untouched and waiting to be claimed. But the ship was empty. Not a single soul remained on board. The captain's log lay open, but it offered no explanation, only the mundane recordings of a routine voyage that had suddenly, inexplicably, ceased to be routine. How does an entire crew, including the captain's wife and his young daughter, vanish from a perfectly seaworthy ship without a single sign of a struggle? There were no bloodstains on the deck. There were no signs of broken furniture or weapons drawn in defense. No sign of pirates who would have surely looted such a valuable cargo. No trace of a catastrophic storm that would have surely battered the hull or torn the sails to shreds. Even the lone lifeboat was missing, a detail that hints at a panicked evacuation, yet the main ship remained perfectly dry and sturdy, showing no signs of distress. It is a puzzle that has defied logic for over 150 years. Was it a sudden, panicked evacuation triggered by a perceived threat, perhaps a fear of the dangerous alcohol cargo exploding? Was it an act of mutiny that ended in a calculated disappearance? Or did something far more sinister, something truly inexplicable, force those 10 souls into the freezing, unforgiving heart of the Atlantic? The ship has drifted through history as the world's most famous abandoned vessel, a silent witness to a tragedy that history books have failed to resolve. Every theory, from sea monsters and rogue waves to toxic poisoning and alien abduction, has been scrutinized. Yet the truth remains elusive, buried beneath layers of speculation and the relentless currents of the sea. Some whisper that the crew was taken by the ocean itself in a moment of madness. Others believe they walked into a shadow from which they could never return. As we look at the empty decks of the Mary Celeste today, we are forced to confront our own limitations. We want answers. We crave the comfort of a logical conclusion. But the ocean does not offer comfort, and it certainly does not offer answers. It only offers silence. What do you think happened to the men, women, and children who left their lives behind on that cold November day? Did they find a tragic end in the depths? Or is there a secret hidden in the logs that we are simply not meant to understand? The mystery of the Mary Celeste is not just about what happened on that ship. It is about the fragility of human existence when faced with the unknown power of the world. Let us know your darkest theories in the comments below, for every perspective adds a new layer to this eternal mystery. The ice always holds the truth, if you know where to dig, and the secrets of the sea are just as deep and just as cold. See you in the next episode of Frozen Secrets, where we continue to pull back the curtain on the things that refuse to stay buried.